What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of BurlyFishing. Today, I got an ice fishing unboxing for you from our boys over at Monsterbass. This is the second month of the ice box, the debut season for Monsterbass. And I think they did a pretty good job with last month's box, so I'm excited to see what else is in here. So before we get into this hard water box, if this is your first time stopping by the channel and you're looking for more gear reviews, tackle reviews, fishing videos, unboxings, you might want to stick around. So consider subscribing, smash a like on this video, and ring that notification bell. I appreciate you. Oh, by the way, come hang out with me and my buddy Paul when we go live for a podcast every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube. Love to see you there and talk to you in chat. It's a ton of fun. Let's open this box up, shall we? This is kind of like the regional box. So it's $36.99, but it does include 8 to 10 baits and a heck ton of value. If you guys are getting into ice fishing, this is kind of an amazing box for you if you're looking just to stock up on some of the basic accoutrement you need to have fun on the hard water. All right, so let's get to this. Right off the top, ooh, I didn't even know they made these. So we got Vexin. Again, our boys, these guys are just banging them out. I gotta say, if there's ever a bigger redemption story in fishing tackle history, I just don't know of it. But to me, it's these guys. So Vexin, they're just making some good stuff lately. So here we got a pair of jigs. They are tungsten and they are glow jigs. So if you guys have not heard me and Paul, co-host of the BurlyFishing podcast, go like and subscribe, talk about tungsten jigs and glow properties of ice fishing tackle enough. I'm gonna talk about it more. Here we go. So here we've got the Parrot Glow. The color is Parrot. I like the size of these jigs. So, oh man, this is such a cool color too. So Parrot is like this blue, chartreuse, orange, and you can see where the line tie is right here. So we got our line tie. It's coming out on this angle. So when you're dangling this thing in the water, it's gonna come out horizontally just like that. I'm willing to bet there's some plastics in here that are gonna come off of this hook shank and look really good in the water, especially when you add a little bit of a jigging action. So again, those are tungsten. Those are a 1/16 ounce. It's, you guys saw in the thumbnail, I had my new favorite fishing rod set up. This is my ultra light 13 fishing tickle stick with the Ghost Black Betty on it. This is like 3-pound test line. Like we're going super light tackle. 1/16 is about as heavy as we're gonna go. I might throw that on there. I'll probably stick to lighter jigs than that. Like this one right here is a 1/32 of an ounce. So we might stay a little bit lighter. But that's a nice size jig for maybe some of my other rod and reel combos. So we're gonna get back to it. I think they're really well done. The detail on there looks great. I like that splatter pattern they got on the front. You got those eyes on there. Dude, these are just, that's well done. Those are some good looking jigs. Ooh, baby. Next up, another phenomenal bait. So we've got our Clam Guppy. It's a flutter spoon. Flutter spoons are phenomenal bait to be jigging for ice fishing. They have a ton of action, usually pretty light, like this one is when it comes to ice fishing. So this is a 1/50th of an ounce. It's made from an aluminum alloy, and I talked to my my guy JC Drop Shot, who's on the Monsterbass team and also has a big hand in putting these boxes together for you guys. Him and Sam Sobey do a lot of work to make these things so nice so that you guys like this tackle. And you catch some fish. That's the main goal. Again, always. Like our goal at Monsterbass is to help you catch your PB, whether it's through hard water or out on the open water. So talked to JC, he told me about this aluminum alloy these guys use, which allows this super light, like 1/50th of an ounce spoon, this little flutter spoon, to fish as if it's heavier. You don't believe me, you gotta go out in the water and try this thing out. It's really cool. So got a little snap ring at the top there, and then we've got this black with, looks like a little gold eye there. On the backside it's red, and then we got a single hook. I love these like wide gap single hooks for this situation. I think they really help with your hookup ratio. And again, it's a flutter spoon, so you got this interesting shape to it. So these are about just jigging it lightly. You can rip it up, let it fall all the way down. It's gonna have this erratic, crazy action as it drops. And that's the reaction strike stuff that you're looking for That's how you catch some slabs. I also like a lot. I'm already in love. It's 2 baits deep. Let's keep going. Oh man, I've been loving these guys a lot lately. They come in every box I get right now. The Widowmaker. They always send you a pair. You got glow properties, tungsten. This is a size 12, a pair of size 12 jigs here. And they are a little bit heavier at 1.5 grams, which is not bad because they're a little bit bigger too. Check this out. Dropper glow is the color. So you got like this yellow, that orange glow resin dotted all around it. Look at that. Got the teardrop shape. Got sort of a short shank hook there. Throw a waxy on there or a very short plastic. We're gonna get to the plastics here in a second, but good looking jig nonetheless. And again, you get a pair. So far, got 4 tungsten jigs. I don't know if you guys know this. Tungsten jigs are not cheap. So stocking up on them in these boxes could be huge. You get somewhere in the realm of like 5 to 10 jigs. You go get a pack of waxies. You got like a cheap rod setup. You can just start with some basic stuff. They could run anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks. And you grab a $5 bucket and you're good to go. And then you get like a hand auger, or you get one secondhand from somebody down the street, because if you live near ice, somebody's got one. Go drop a line, man. Try and catch some fish. It's pretty fun. All right, this next one, I'm actually pretty excited to try this thing out. This is a Lindy glow spoon. Look at that. That is nuts. And it comes with glow sticks. Are you kidding me? Lots of them. What the heck? It comes with a pack here and then stapled on. Due to possible variation in length of glow sticks, we're adding this extra pack of glow sticks. So in case these don't fit, we got this. I mean, awesome on the part of the company for having done that. That's pretty slick. All right, so as you can see on the back here, you just slide the glow stick in there, or snap it in rather. And then when you want it out, it actually comes with this little tool here, this Lindy tool, that allows you to punch it out of the spoon. Again, we got 2 packs of glow sticks in case they don't fit. And then here's our spoon. Look at this thing. It's a fat boy spoon right there. Got some eyes on it, so it looks like a little fishy. I like the red treble that they've added to it. That's interesting. And then there's your glow stick slot. So you just push this glow stick in there. That's your removal dot right there, so you can punch it out. Very interesting concept. I've actually picked up a glow spoon by 13 Fishing as well. I think it's called the Bang Stick. So obviously we've talked about in past episodes on the show. If you're not familiar, go back. Quick reminder, glow is used a lot in ice fishing because of low light conditions. If you have a sheet of ice over the water, not as much light or UV rays are getting through the water. So what you can do is you can take glow jigs like that one right there from Widowmaker, or an actual glow stick, you know, and you can drop them down under the ice and it'll stand out a lot more. It's something that the fish are gonna gravitate to a little bit. We're gonna put it to the test a whole bunch this year, so you guys will see it actually in action. I will prove that this works, or I'll disprove that it works, and we'll change our minds on it forever. All right, cool. All right, we still got 2 more baits here, and then we're getting into the plastics. Next up, we've got this Roadrunner. Roadrunner makes those bladed jigs, that little L shape that looks very familiar to you, I'm sure. And this is one that comes with a couple plastic tubes that you can rig up to it as well. They've already got one pre-rigged. Okay, so it's a number 6 hook, 1/16 of an ounce this weighs. Good gosh dang. This is probably a crappie hunter. Color is copper corn. Nature plus science equals more fish. That's what I'm talking about. All right, check this out. So it looks like to rig it, you just like smash this tube on. Have you guys rigged it this way before? Never seen this. I just don't fish this way, but neat. That looks cool. So we got our little jig head here, 1/16 of an ounce. We got a little willow blade coming off the back in gold. Jig is in brown. Copper corn. Sorry, it's copper. And then this little yellow tube, which adds like the extra action of little tentacles coming off the back of the tube, which looks cool. And I mean, I've fished Roadrunners before, never one this small. This is something like my grandpa and my great uncle always had in their crappie kit. So if you're going crappie fishing, maybe this is something you use to bang it out. Maybe I can ice fish with this. It looks a little bit big, a little bit different, but that doesn't mean wrong. So we're gonna try that out. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. Same with this. So this is not something I've ever seen used or heard of before. So I'm gonna give you zero help on this one. Check that out. So this one's called the Looter Lure, and it's a laser premium silver and fiber optic. I'm gonna read the instructions. Okay, so the Looter Lure was invented in the 1980s in Michigan, home state people. Here we go. This is a size 1, so it's their smaller size, which, again, I told you JC Dropshot has his hand in helping to fill these boxes, which makes me feel good because he lives in Michigan. And also is probably why I'm seeing this as a Michigan secret, maybe. It's got this very unique little plastic center there, which you can already see has like an interesting light refraction. We've got gold all around that. Your line ties right here. You got a little tiny red treble at the bottom. I would imagine, not knowing anything about this, that it's gonna move through the water kind of like that, and that this is gonna refract or reflect light through that film, which is gonna look very interesting to some fishies. Maybe draw them in. Didn't get a lot of information from the back of that, so I'm just gonna have to put it in the water and find out if it works or not. Says it's been tested and proven through 3 generations of fishing guides, so I gotta believe it catches fish. What do you guys think? You ever seen something like this before? I have not, and I'm from Michigan, so we're gonna try it out. We're gonna see what happens. And by the way, it comes with an optional wide gap hook. Single hook, single shank that you can throw on there over the treble. Could help, could definitely help. Okay, so from here we get to some more crappie baits, and ice fishing for crappie, by the way, is fantastic, but you can also fish for crappie this way all year round. But here is a whole plethora of little crappie plastics. Color is Sweet Tea Lemon. It's called the Itty Bit Slab Slayer. And the shape or the body is called a cupped spear tail. Check this out. So it's got a chartreuse tip, which is like this cupped, rounded, cylindrical section. And then this tail, which is like hollowed out and tapered down. So it's gonna have a ton of action. Look at that thing. That's awesome. And we can rig this up a whole bunch of different ways. If you guys have ever seen like crappie tube jigs or like little tiny jigs, that you could thread through that. We could throw it on a hook. Could easily throw that onto the back of that Vexin jig. Check that out. Not bad. Not bad at all. That looks pretty dang good. Not to mention it's a 20 pack. That is awesome. So that's a Bobby Garland crappie baits. I like that one a lot, actually. Next up, we got 2 different plastics from Euro Tackle. If you guys paid attention to the MTB Icebox this month, we got 1 Euro Tackle plastic. And I like them a lot, so I guarantee I'm gonna like these. Euro Grub and the Crazy Critter. So here's the grub. So if I'm throwing a bigger profile plastic, I do like this one a lot. This like red color, there's a little bit of like black flake in there as well. You got like the tickle tail situation going on, so it's gonna have tons of action. Throw this on a slightly larger jig, and I think that's gonna look juicy. Then we got the Crazy Critter. These, they do a really good job with making these plastics, by the way. I'm liking these Euro Tackles, the last couple that I've gotten. Are you kidding me? Look at this. It's got each tip, look at this, each tip of these little plastic appendages has like a big flat section, so it's gonna move through the water a lot more. And then we've got three little like antennae here down at the bottom. There's the base of the body right there with those legs. Dude, that looks good. These are just intricate plastics, which is why once we get to, well, which is why I think they're a little bit more pricey. Totally worth it. So that against that Crazy Critter, that thing is phenomenal. Made in Russia. Russia makes a lot of ice plastics, huh? This next one's made in the USA, so we're with Biobait. You guys saw the Monsterbass Regional unboxing. We had the Biobait takeover with Strike King, where we got 3 bags of their plastics. I do like their plastics. This will be a downsized one. They're infused with fish oil. The scent doesn't wear off. They're tear resistant. They don't dry out. And these are the type of plastics that are biodegradable, so they don't just sit there and absorb water. You guys ever found like a Senko on the, in the water somewhere? They just like inflate forever. They just never break down. This guy does. So interesting, cool, little nature conservation going on. And this right here, try not to tear the whole bag up. This little bad boy looks like a downsized leech. Yeah, this is. So we got bright pink, awesome color, brighter colors, glow colors, right? That's what we're looking for ice fishing. And this is a downsized version of their leech. So if you saw the regional box, we got the black leech for drop shotting. This is a downsized, look, tiny version. But again, tapered body, fatter head, which you can thread onto. This is gonna go on a much bigger jig. And then this little tail section right there. Of course, you guys have seen my unboxings before. Me and Paul have been talking about this. With these ice plastics, they're usually like multi-use. So you can cut them down, break them in half. I can chop off just this tail section here and just use that, thread that onto a jig, that'd be fine. Lots of usage out of this. And you get 12 of them in here. So we got 12 of those. Got like 8 crazy critters from Euro Tackle. We got 8 of the Euro grubs. And then we got 20, count them, 20 of those itty bitty slab slayers right there. So that's our plastic selection. We did have that Lindy glow spoon. That's gonna be an interesting one to throw this year. I can't wait to do that. That Roadrunner mini underspin with a bunch of little plastic tubes to thread on. One of the most interesting baits in the box this time, the Looter Lure. Cannot wait to see what the heck that does. Some amazing tungsten jigs from Vexin and some jigs from Widowmaker. Then we got that clam flutter spoon. So a ton of baits, 11 things in total. This thing was jam-packed. And again, like, yes, all these things are much smaller because they're for ice fishing, so it's all downsized, but it doesn't mean they're cheap. So I think there's a ton of value in this box. I think if you guys get this box, you're gonna like it. And like I said, if you're looking to get into ice fishing and you go down those ice fishing aisles and you just see thousands of jigs and spoons and you're like me and you're like, what the heck do I even need? This box might be the way to go. So if you want to check it out for yourself, there's a link in the description below. Go order yourself one. Again, they're $36.99. Use this code SAVE15, all caps, SAVE15. Save yourself 15 bucks off your first box and check them out. Try it. What's the worst that could happen? You catch a slab. That could be pretty great. All right, you guys, so that's it for this unboxing of the Monsterbass Ice Box for January for the Midwest Great Lakes region. Hopefully this video is helpful for you, especially if you're dabbling into ice fishing this year and you're trying to get better like me, or you're already really good and you just want to stock up on tackle. This might be a box for you to check out. Thanks again for watching, you guys. You've been awesome as always. And if you're looking for more unboxing videos, fishing videos, tackle reviews, gear reviews, all of that, we do it here on the channel. We drop videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Consider subscribing, smash a like on this video, ring that notification bell so you can see when we drop more videos. And come join me every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern for a live podcast with my buddy Paul Glass. It's a ton of fun. Love to talk to you in chat. But until then, we'll see you out on the water.